Hi, I'm Josh, and welcome back to the 9th episode of Kerbal Space Program. We're at Minmus, and we have our spaceship ready and in position to start getting some science done. I actually really am looking forward to this, because this is the point where we start docking. And docking means you can get advanced spacecraft going, and you are no longer limited by... I was actually afraid the struts wouldn't decouple, and you are no longer limited by silly things like mass limits, because you can refuel the spacecraft in orbit, etc., etc. The world has opened to us, and, well, now it's time to land somewhere random. We have everything ready, I think. Our orientation isn't exactly perfect, so let's fix that. Let's put this thing in a vertical orientation. And this is where I'm very happy we have a probe body. No, vertical orientation, you... different type of vertical orientation, you buffoonish thing. There we go. Hopefully that is not going to shift too much, as long as the vertical is nice and, you know, vertical. Oh, no, not more that way. Just back. That way. Come on. Just, right there. Here we... here we ... go. Yeah, we have, that's something else I wanted to do before we go and land. We have missions to transmit or recover science data from space around the moon and Minmus. Now, in case you forgot, I have these Rangari. And the Rangari can, just give me a sec here, can do this. Log temperature and transmit. Starting transmission. Bam, free science. Let's go for the Mooner Rangari. Focus view. Is this, yeah. Rangari of the moon, switch to. Perfect, and then, yeah. We will have done some science on from near the moon and near Minmus, which is 2 more contracts. I actually forgot I was able to do that. Oh well. They're still pretty. I love them. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. It seems that that was not part of our contracts. Oh well. Still the Mark 1 parachute contract, bane of my existence. I'm actually gonna have a look at the Space Center to see if there are any more contracts today, because we did take a long journey down to Minmus. Well, outward to Minmus. So, okay. Hydraulic detachment manifold landed at Kerbal. Landed at Kerbal is always really easy, and we get some science from it. Hydraulic detachment manifold. Okay. PB ion, suborbital trajectory, in-flight over Kerbal, splash down at Kerbal, in-flight over Kerbal. Now this hydraulic detachment manifold can be tested on the runway using the Jalopy. Load the Jalopy Mark 1. Detach most of its parts again. And add the hydraulic detachment manifold on the other side. Now, where is that thing then? Hydraulic detachment manifold. I would think it would be hydraulic detachment manifold. Oh, that's the giant decoupler. Cool. Didn't know that was what it was called. Okay. Suppose that's how it works. Yeah, we just put it in the staging before we detach the power providing launch tower. And hey presto, more free science. Then we're gonna go back to Minmus. I mean, we gotta keep our engineers in shape here. We don't have to do that yet, but the next patch is beta patch, which is apparently coming soon. I'm actually not sure what I'm gonna do. What I'm actually probably gonna do is I'm gonna wait until some good mods are out for the beta patch, and yeah, then I'm gonna do another Kerbal series with mods and with the beta patch. Ooh. That's 1 more contract complete. Excellent. And recover vessel. In the meantime, I'm thinking of doing one of 2 things, maybe both. I'm gonna probably do a playthrough of the game known as Sacrifice, because it's one of my all-time favorites. And I am also gonna probably get back on my old Space Battles Minecraft server. Space Battles is a group of people who like sci-fi, and they have their forum where you can do artistic things. I've written some stuff there. Currently not writing too much, and I really should get back to writing. Actually, I'm actually going to decelerate right here, because we are in the sun, close enough, and we might be able to land... Well, anywhere we land is good, I suppose, because, well... what was I going to say? Yeah, anywhere we land is good, because we haven't got any of the surface samples yet. One thing that might be bad, though, is that we don't have much RCS fuel. But that can be solved easily enough by sending down a resupply train. Now, if I was smart, I would have done that already. If I was smart, I would have also activated this engine already. But I'm apparently not the smartest, or at least not the most attentive at the moment. Well, there are a lot of things to remember in this game, so I shouldn't be too harsh on myself. Can I think I can excuse a relatively steep approach. And the customary whee as we approach the planet at rapid speeds. There we go. Right orientation. Oh dear. Oh my. Yeah. The best way to do this, the basic way to do this, let's say, is to go close enough to the planet or moon. I'm just going to say planet because moons are, in a way, planets too. They're celestial bodies, and the easy way to describe a big, roundish celestial body is planet. Okay, we are very close to the surface now. Thankfully, we can decelerate very quickly as well. If we slam into the surface too fast, that's it. Thankfully, these lake beds, or whatever they are, on Minmus, let's say the surface gets liquid, or got liquid once in a while, or up until recently, whenever we move too close to someplace or other. That's a good excuse. Yeah, these are absolutely flat, and they're the lowest points on the world, so they are exactly 0 meters high. Then again, this capsule is relatively high, so the altimeter is going to say like 10 meters or something like that, or 5 or something, whatever. I'm going to pre-extend the ladder, which might be slightly less stable, but it's slightly faster as well. And, oh, I can't warp faster than one time while below 5,000 meters, I think, is what it says, but below 3,000 meters, on this world anyway. So, yeah, it's just going to be a very, very slow descent, and I can't really warp time. I mean, I can physics warp, which means I can time warp while physics is going on, only I don't know the hotkey for that. It's not tab, nor is it shift. Oh, no, it is not shift, and I just, went and canceled my speed out, and I was going upward for a little bit. One thing I did find out is that we can stop almost immediately. Space near Minmus is not going to provide us with much. Of course, the barometer doesn't work here. And I think the thermometer only works when we're landed, but don't quote me on that. We will see in just a second. Yeah, and after that, I'm going to have to come back up and dock with the Villain Mark 1 again, get our stuff clean, and then dive back down another 8 times. So I hope it's understandable that I'm going to cut those 8 times out unless something extraordinary happens, like, you know, crashing that is not so catastrophic that it would ruin my entire game. Or at least cause me to waste so much time that I might as well start over. That's my definition of fun loss. Some of these games are just very difficult. Sacrifice, the game I'm thinking of playing, is one of those. It's an RTS, but from third person, where you play a wizard as a main character, and then you have minions, which are basically your units. And now I need to slow down. I can see my shadow, so yeah. I also should be careful that I'm not going too far askew, because sideways motion can be the death of you, even on a low gravity world, because low gravity means low impact, but it also means that it is very difficult for like an impact to slow you down, so you might keep going very easily. Isn't that not perfect? Is that not absolutely perfect? I love it. Okay, Science Bonanza. Material study. While the material samples were processed, you begin to turn your thoughts to how much Minmus looks like a mint dessert, and have discovered that you are now hungry. Okay. And you record the standard. Faint seismic waves are detected. Okay. That means that this slushy may not be entirely frozen over. Yikes. You observe the goo. Once again, standard message. I think that's all of it. Yeah, can't do atmospheric pressure scans when you're not in a place with an atmosphere. That makes sense. Gonna do my EVA report, but I think it's gonna be an EVA report from just above the Greater Flats, so yeah. And we descend, and we land. Jeff Rod, you are enjoying yourself. You are the first Kerbal on a other celestial body. Isn't it fun? Take a surface sample. The surface consists of tiny crystal-like grains. Very pretty. Probably not edible. Indeed. Well, I did say it's the slushy planet. I'm more correct than I think. Quote, you feel a bit like a superhero when you jump into low gravity. Let's test that. As I said, this place has like 1/100th or even less of Kerbin's gravity, which means ... Oh yeah. You can actually go to other biomes with your jetpack. Seeing as I don't have any heavy science equipment with me, there'd be no point though. Okay, let's not use the jetpack. It's a great emergency thing though, because unlike on the moon, where you can probably safely land with the jetpack, you can actually get back into orbit with your jetpack on Minmus if you put some effort into it. I think. Again, these are all things of hearsay and great achievements, and I am a middling player. I'm not a bad player, not by any means, but I occasionally mess up, as you see. Okay. Of course, never messing up makes things boring. Then again, messing up and fixing things makes things very interesting. That's just not the kind of thing I want to do on my first playthrough. Maybe I'm going to do a no quick save, no quick load policy unless there's bugs, and actually enforce it on my second playthrough with mods, but that's up to whether or not I get any comments. If you want that, then first off you might need to wait a few months. 2 months at most though. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Space Battles Minecraft server. I might actually rejoin that because I had some fun there building some stuff. And I might go underground there and build some, they use a Darwolf 20 mod pack, which is very high-tech, uses lots of stuff with tech trees, exactly up my alley, and apparently what this channel is going to be is alley as well. Considering Sacrifice is also about building up your spell book, which is essentially a tech tree, by joining different gods and fighting RTS battles, which get progressively more difficult. It's also got a really good storyline and stuff. I just completely exceeded what I needed to do and spend more fuel than I needed as well. So that's terrible. Let's see if we can't fix that. No, not that one. What am I gonna do here? I'm actually gonna slow down some other point in time and then see where I get at. If I circularize, what's going to be the point where... Oh, look. Close. Oh, that is very close. 3.8k. I should remember not to burn quite so enthusiastically. There's no point. Yeah, this is like impossible to do any more accurately than this. This is going to be it, and that means it's going to be it. So let's wait until we have 7 seconds left on the clock. 25, 23, 24. Minmus is so small that exact maneuvers are absolutely vital. This is more of a slowdown than anything else, though. So yeah, I should not have burned that much fuel. I'm actually running low on fuel this time. I should not have burned this much fuel. Ah well. Hindsight and that kind of thing. Closer, closer. I'm just gonna follow the directional thing first. I think it's just slowing down from this point. 20K, 4.8K, 1.4K, which is good enough for now. I'm actually going to tweak it when we hit Apple Apps. Okay. Closest point is now that one, so yeah. Let's see if I can't make it any closer. 1.6, and that's going to be 1.3. 1.3. 1.2, okay. That's too much. 1.4. 1.3. 1.3. 1.9, yeah. Slightly outward. Slightly outward, and is this... Yeah, we're offset by quite a bit, so... What? Nah, this is good enough. Oh, look at that. Just by rotating, I changed things. No, no, no. We just gotta wait for a sec here. I think we're gonna get close enough for me to slow down by eye. Welcome to the Joshua Sweetville School of Space Orienteering and Engineering. Ooh, I did actually start off playing Space Engineers. It's beyond me right now, but I've made a good start. I've set up solar panels, which can retract into and out of a spacecraft hull. Haven't done much else though. Oh, I have set up also a conveyor system which connects the processing setup with a mining vessel. Okay, we're very close now, and what we're going to do is we're going to burn so that we do not go in a different direction from our target. We go exactly the same direction as our target, but only when we're really close. So that's going to be essentially now essentially. Yeah. And we are still a ways away, but that's not a problem at the moment because I got a plan. Just wait. Okay, we're essentially in the same orbit now, and we are slowly approaching each other, so I might as well wait a bit more. Look, we're 0.7K away from each other now, and what you can do is literally burn directly toward your target. But I'm just going to do one puff of burn, and then I'm going to be in an orient position to slow down. 6, 5, 4, 3. That's going to be good enough, because that means when I'm at 0.3, I better slow down again. And I can do this from sight. So that's actually what I'm going to do. Yeah, when this guy has like 300 meters, I'm going to be swinging past him. So let's wait until we're at like 300, 500. Yeah, I'm apparently going to be swinging down above him. So okay, 4. 300 is going to be good enough. Or at the very least, I can just wait until I'm literally above him. Yeah, perfect. The numbers keep going down. I think this is close enough for me not to risk anything. Yeah, this is as good as we're going to get, so I'm going to slow back down so we don't go any different speeds. Yeah, perfect. And then I'm going to orient myself toward the Velen Mark 1. This lander doesn't even have a name yet. Rename vessel. The Velen Mark 1 lander. No. I'm going to call this the Kara. After the Naru, the Temple of Karabor is probably named after. Naru are awesome. They're aliens. Giant, glowy, descended aliens. Wind chimes, which are really powerful. Angels of the setting, looking a lot like Evangelion angels and actually being really nice, like really charming and adorable. Okay, where are we? There we are. Of course, they don't talk much, they just float around ominously while the Draenei tend to their needs. But yeah, we approach, and then we slow down. And then we use what little RCS fuel we have to dock. If that. I prefer not to use that little, quote, little RCS fuel we have, because we have so little of it. Okay. We have no stability issues though, so we just wait. Closer, closer, closer. Probably gonna pass from under it, yeah. For a given value of under it. We're gonna probably slam into the fuel tank if I'm not careful. But this is like really good. Okay, we're going to go in the wrong direction again. Excellent. Set as target. Okay, enough. RCS mode back. Stop. Whoa! I just still have my thrust on. That was not supposed to happen. Okay, Felon. SAS, man, stop. Go back to the way you were. Also, maybe turn toward this guy a little bit. Too much torque. Interesting. Okay. Stop with the RCS for a sec. Turn back toward that one and RCS forward. I'm really good at RCS, so this will be fine. RCS forward. Maybe just a little bit more. Yeah, this is perfect. We didn't have to do much changing of direction, thankfully. But I think we're a bit too low or high. At any rate, our orientation is a bit suboptimal. But we just wait until we're a little bit closer, then we can stabilize. Just give me a sec to reorient the camera to chase mode. Because that makes things a lot more obvious. And that way. Perfect. Awesome. We're here. Right? Guys? Oh yeah, disable SAS. Perfect, we're connected. We didn't burn enough monopropellant for me to be worried about another trip. But what I am gonna do, what we are gonna do next episode is send a delivery mission over here with carrying RCS and conventional fuel. Not that we don't have plenty of conventional fuel, but if we need to, we can always just put it into the big tank. Yeah. Okay. We have refueled at the gas station. Geoffrey is basically taking in the beautiful sights, and I'm actually gonna just give me a sec here. No, I want left click. I forget. Bill, don't bump into any of the solars and go collect the science data, all of it. Why not Geoffley? Because I want the science data to end up in that big pod. Because there's a small risk of Geoffley crashing, and I want to minimize the damage done when that happens. If I have literally all my eggs in the same basket, I would rather have it be the basket that is safely not moving. How's that for mixed metaphors? I am on a roll today. See, I sometimes have trouble actually expressing myself when I'm, like, too tired or too confused or too depressed, whatever. Issues, when I have issues. But I'm happy enough today. I said, okay, I have everything. Good. Okay. Do I have everything? I have the temperature, I have the seismic, I have these two. I think that's everything for now. But yeah, I'm hoping to get better at this whole commenting thing by just doing it. And it could be that at some point you find these videos. I'm not going to remove them because I'm proud of them. At some point you might find these videos. I might have surpassed them. I might have abandoned them. I'm probably going to have surpassed them. But I don't mind because this is where I start. This is my start. And yeah, it's self-improvement, and it is a hell of a lot of fun. And that's the best kind of self-improvement. Do I have all the things? This thing's empty, that's good. How is the electricity going down? Oh, it costs electricity to use the mobile processing lab. Thankfully, we have plenty to spare. Yeah, I do think this is going to be the end of this episode. I'm not sure, but I think this is almost half an hour, and the last episode was a little bit over half an hour, and this is a fun enough point to stop. So, yeah, so much for episode 9. These episodes are going to start being a little bit shorter because that's a lot more sensible. So, see ya next time when we refuel this thing, or at least launch the refueling rocket, and gather more science.